that means like meditation and energy work and stuff like that. I do this YouTube and live for people because I'm really sick of all the fake vampires on TikTok talking about their life, how they have fangs and stuff like that, and how people see real life vampires when we're not like that. If you really want to learn, I suggest you get this book. You can get it from vampyreemporium.com. Oh, what is that? Okay. Sorry, something just popped up in front of me. No. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's fine. Let's do it this way. So you can get this book at vamporium.com, or you can get it at your Amazon bookstore. Okay. Let's look for Black Veil's Master Vampire. If you buy it at the vampire.com though, you might get an autographed edition like I have. See right there, that's Father Sebastian's signature. So you're reading about the Nightside life now, the path of night. It's like I said, it's not like people think it is. It's more spirit or inner journey, those spiritual journeys and Nightside life, like meditation and stuff like that. And if you want to join my clan of the Black Widow, you can get these rings at roganwolf.com. I will put a link on my YouTube channel for that again. And I will also list this book for you too. So we're going to read from that now. Sorry I'm a little late doing my live stream, but in my YouTube is this I just did my belly dancing and I'm tired and I needed to rest for a bit before I went there. And my brother was still here, so. But now he's not, so we can get started. Okay, so this is about the left-hand path. Path of night is called the left-hand path. Excuse me. These are two types of people who read this book. Those who are curious about vampires will enjoy the pages and then put the book on the shelf in their collection. And then there are others who just seem to get it, who have a spark within them, which we call the dark flame. This is the potential to think as a vampire. Even though advanced vampires inhabit the corporeal body of a human being, have the soul of a human, there is a subtle touch potential within them. They can evolve in a new state of being, unavailable to the rest of humanity. They think different. They see no heaven, no hell. They function aside from beliefs and faith, out of exception of the religious rules, basically out of God's plan. What is the difference? How can it be obtained? Well, one must have potential for such an opportunity, then there will unfortunately across the community. The path. There are many interpretations of the left-hand path. It's because each person perceives its nature through its own set of cognitive filters and perception. In addition, there is a general cultural bias put forth many unessential implications that further obscure the truth. The left-hand path is not a path of evil, nor does it call from the destruction of mankind. It is simply a philosophical idea where the actualization of one's own consciousness and religion takes precedence over the worship of principles. The term left-hand path originates within the Hindu tradition, where almost nothing is refined. The concepts described here are traditionally oversimplified as Hindu concepts of body and soul. The intention is to simply convey the meaning and purpose of the concept. If you wish to know more, you are highly encouraged engage in your own studies. Okay, so we're going to go on to the first chapter, which is called Subtle Realities now. And for you guys who are just joining in, like I said, you can get this book at Amazon.com, or you can get it at Vampyre Emporium store, the Vampyre Emporium .store, and you can get it autographed, an autographed version along with the Bangkok pendant. Chapter 1: Subtle Reality. The subtle reality is a layer of existence that lies beyond the physical world of five senses. It is often called the spirit world, or more conventionally, collectively the astral. The subtle reality exists where life force exists, and is where all metaphysical activities happen. It is where all nightside phenomena takes place. This generally includes, but is not limited to, alternative plans means of existence, which we will be dealt with in the higher mysteries. The subtle body, or the double, exists in the subtle reality and is anchored and shaped by the incarnate physical. For example, the physical reality are experienced by the five senses is bound by the laws of physics, while the subtle reality is experienced through five subtle senses such as telepathy, clairvoyance, and so on. Myriad historical systems define these levels of existence in different ways. However, vampires prefer to keep these definitions clear and practical. The levels of the subtle reality share the same space as the physical realities, yet they do not follow the same laws, which are more fluid. The best analogy that all densities of reality are composed of the same energy, but much like water, it can go in three different states: ice, the physical world, and then the subtle reality, which includes energy of ethereal liquid and the astral vaporous. Within the mysteries of the author and vampire, mortality, especially from the night's perspective, is exclusively within the subtle reality. Okay, so it's like I said before, we don't actually believe in that our bodies we're immortal. We know that our bodies decay and die and stuff like that, but we believe that our spirit is immortal. So with a physical component, this ethereal vampire must have learned skills to survive in this level of existence, avoiding the second death in the dream matrix. So the second death is when you're what a lot of people call reincarnation. It means that you die and you're reborn and you forget everything you learned in this life. So you are relearning everything. We are trying to avoid that when we meditate and do and lucid dreaming and stuff. We're trying to remember our past lives and stuff like that. I will put a YouTube channel that does guided meditations for you on my YouTube channel link. You can find it there, and they do. You can meet certain deities and stuff like that. And avoiding the second death and the matrix. Life force. Life force is the general term of the vital energy of the subtle body and is essential in the practice of nightside vampirism and Elizabethan magic. The life force animates all living beings and is tied to and generated by the physical body. It is considered by many historic systems to be the fifth element, or the missing part of the universe that is yet undiscovered by science. In modern culture, life force can be equated with the force in Star Wars, and the real word systems such as Qi in Chinese martial arts, Ki in Japanese mysticism, Mana in Hawaiian culture, and Prana in Hinduism. Well, you know about Qi and stuff like that, right? you watch a lot of manga, they talk about it and stuff like that. We call in the vampire world we call it prana. Historic practices such as Kundalini yoga, Qigong, martial arts, Tantra, and Reiki are designed to control the flow, health, and manipulation of this energy. In Nightside vampirism, the life force is the blood, the subtle blood only. The physical body generates life force through eating, breathing, and its natural process. Thus, life force acts as an anchor and container for the double. When the body stops during this vital energy, it releases the stubborn element of the self, and the individual begins to succumb to the second death. The human body generates a very specific frequency and highly refined form of life force, which is great use of the practice of energy feeding for many purposes. Because they do not have a physical body to generate new vital energy and sustain their worth self-awareness, disembodied vampires or undead feed from the extension of living humans to maintain their own life force, which is really compatible with that of the disembodied vampire. That means that they're like spirits and stuff like that. During life, the vampire must master the Nightside Chasing Chu, escape the cycle of reincarnation. Other use of life force for vampire energy include techniques such as binding, creating servitors, sigil working, healing, out-of-body experience, shape-shifting, and fueling energy practices. The very foundation of Zephyr for the living vampire is to learn the cycle manifestation, feeding, and calling life force. Maya, the physical plane. Within the ethereal concept of metaphysical, the physical world corresponds to corporeal day side, world perceived by the five senses and has most awakened into perceived reality. It is the most solid fixed of all levels of reality. This is the illusion that humanity is boxed in, analogous to the imprisoned in the matrix. Those mortals who are sleepers cannot see beyond the day's experience of the five senses. The awakened are aware of this illusion. In the Hindu tradition of Advaita Vedanta philosophy, the term Maya with the earth or magic, we call this Maya. It refers to the everyday mundane, purely physical mental reality, which is which is the murderer experience or tango. Vampire. Beyond the physical or solid world lies the subtle reality, called by different names in various historical systems. These correspond and directly inhabit the same space as the physical world, yet are on different frequencies of energy akin to another dimension. The Dayside deals exclusively with mastering the Maya from within it, whereas many religions seek to breach the veil. The Nightside deals with the layers beyond the confines of Maya. The Vampyre vampire and other awakened beings see beyond the third view between worlds and seek a more diverse personal spiritual worldview. Those initiated the metaphysical elements of the current have the potential to awaken as lucid dreamers within the dream world. The death experience interact with more subtle layers of reality. Despite its fixed nature, the physical reality can be shifted and changed and is laws bent, not broken. This can be done by breathing the circuit field between worlds with its thinnest at certain times of night. The witching hours in parts of the year such as Halloween, Samhain, and Beltane, while practicing dragon festivals and certain magical rites. Either they veil between worlds. This is a circle veil, which is a barrier or shroud, is a membrane between the physical dayside world and subzone nightside world. This shroud is a meeting point. This shroud is a meeting point between the lower frequency of the physical plane and the higher frequency of less tangible layers of the subject reality. The ether is not just a barrier, but also makes a shift from one level of energy to another. For example, consider the ocean. It is possible to dive into the ocean and be completely surrounded by water instead of air. However, one must make certain preparation before swimming in the ocean. Jumping fully clothed into the ocean on a winter night will obviously have negative consequences. Yeah. Also, the deeper a swimmer wishes to dive, the more preparation they must make. Passing either from the physical to the subject reality plane is this process. The ether is thin when the night side is activated during specific times of the year, such as the dark moon or holidays like All Hallows Eve, Twilight Festival. The natural becomes thinner. All these times, some spirits from the subject reality can easily manifest in the physical plane. The ether also thins when the night side gates are thrown wide open during some vampiric rituals. Yep, that's true. Astral. The astral plane is the least dense and is the realm of dreams, imagination, creativity, emotions. The astral plane is more fluid and flexible than the corporeal and etherical planes. It is made up of less dense and more flexible energy. It can manipulate through will. Every human interacts with the astral plane while dreaming. One can constantly visit the astral plane through out-of-body experiences or astral projection. Various entities live in the astral plane as well as many different realms of the astral, including the near, far, high, and lower realms. Some can equate the astral to Carl Jung's subcollective conscious entities within it, which he called archetype. The astral plane also contains the Akashic records, which is a library of all wisdom and experience. The astral body is the least dense portion of the body. When the corporal body dies, it releases its etheric body. The astral body then also dies, and its contents are returned to the cycle of life and death. This is part of the second death. The astral body incorporates an individual's memories, emotions, and finite and morphine energy. While various occult systems have expensive semblance for the astral plane, interaction with the astral realm remains a subject experience that may be different for each individual. Out-of-body experiences, OBE. Out-of-body experience or astral projection is essential to an advanced process of the night side. Out-of-body is the process of separating the consciousness from the physical body. After the separation, the double wanders the subject reality while the physical body is sleeping in a trance-like state. There are many methods, techniques, and traditions for There are many traditions for executive protection. All humans naturally perform OB when they sleep every night during the process of dreaming. As the black veiled vampire becomes adept, they strive to consciously control and master out of body. First, through learning the mastery of lucid dreaming. Mastery of out of body is the pinnacle of freedom for the vampire and is an essential step for this effort. And as like I said before, I'll list up guided meditation for you guys to learn how to do that for you. It's called, the YouTube channel is called Sound Asleep, but I'll list it on my YouTube channel. Learning techniques that out of the body allows the vampire more freedom and being energetically with the step body, as well as preparing the individual vampire to practice skills of being undead, which is effectively a state of permanent out of body, and as a step of evolution into an energetic being. Thus, advanced practitioners of deep nightside work and to practically focus on the practice and on dealing with the subtle reality and astral projection. Okay. Vibrations. Vibration is the vital emotional state of individual group of thought form. Base vibration is the foundation and natural state of a specific individual. Temporary vibrations states go up and down by variable circumstances, such as health events in life, success, and failures. High vibration individuals are wonderful to be around. They are uplifting, empowered, and make others feel good. Positive emotions like enthusiasm and happiness are high vibrational states and raise an individual's vibration. Low vibration people are toxic. Their negative complaint practically drain others of vital energy, and often what the world calls emotional vampires. Negative emotions like grief, antagonism, resentment, fear, and anger create low vibration states. I'm just seeing how much more I have to read before we get to the next part of it. Not much. And then we'll do that part tomorrow. Self-worth. Personal development honors success, the ability to recognize mistakes, a learning experience, and how one handles and reacts to challenges can raise the individual's base vibration. Raising the vibration of the self is a strong foundation of growing. Is that fair? An essential teaching of Lathrop to get that the reality is that all reality is a dream. The Maya physical reality is more fixed than thought, while the astral subtle reality is much more. Okay, my voice is going here. Physical world is a dream, like lucid dreaming, awaken with when mortality is to be asleep in reality. And the okay, you know what? I have to pause and get in there to drink because my voice is going away here. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. My voice just kind of went there. Okay, what you're reading about dreams. The physical rhythm. Okay, we did that. To help you relate of the presence of dreamlike reality, consider the matrix, which a physical world is akin to a computer program. Christians and Gnosticism sects believe we were souls trapped in the physical world, built by an evil God, and though Gnostics we can be free. This is the basic premise in Matrix films. However, for this step in the effort to be advanced, the Vampyre must master dream walking techniques combined with Gnosis. This formula is done properly should yield results. Okay. Like I said, guys, I will put a YouTube there for you guys to learn about master dream. The Akashic records. The Akashic records can be an entire intellectual history of all sentient beings. These relics are essentially the ultimate library. College Young's theory of collective humanity. Conscious may seem as a version of Akashic records. That Akasha means space or sky in Sanskrit. In Hindu philosophy, it is the element of spirit, one of the basic five forces of the universe. The term found its way into Western magic through the Theosophist movement. Eventually, was adopted by the Hermetic Order of Golden Dawn. Since the 19th century, many historic and spiritual leaders claim to have visited the halls of Akashic records and found occult wisdom. They said that within the halls of Akashic records, all the secrets of creation and immortality may be revealed. Lucid dreaming. Lucid dreaming is the ability to fulfill consciousness within a dream, and dream walking is a discipline of lucid dreaming. Dreamwalkers seek to manifest their dreams in accordance with their will and must learn to consciously master the techniques of lucid dreaming to achieve the control. This technique first requires the vampire to learn and understand the disciplines of lucid dreaming within the subdouble form of mundane perspective. The subduality is the normal dream. Once this is achieved, various techniques can be used in adaptive exercises such as traversing the worlds of the vampire's eye, throning and seeking. The most advanced vampires should be able to dream walk through all layers of reality through traditional perceptions of lucid dreaming, not just the subtle reality. To the highly evolved vampire, all layers of reality are a dream. In contrast, a normal mundane perception is only that the physical world is real. All other experiences or existence is unreal. A dream, for this reason, living vampires are sometimes called awakened and mortals sleepers. Dream Matrix. We're almost there, guys, and then that'll be it. And then tomorrow we'll read chapter 2 of the Nightside world. The dream matrix is a highly seductive force using and drawing a dimension, drawing a embodied entity that has recently left the physical body after the first death to enter into the second death. It is akin to a moth being drawn to a flame. It is akin to a moth being drawn to a flame. Mortals succumb to this naturally. It is their dominant destiny. The vampire prepares their entire life for this ascension and to resist the urgings of the dream matrix. For within it is the end of the self and the true death of the individual. The dream physically manifests as spiritual equivalent of the drug mescaline and is released in the brain upon death. This creates a feeling of fulfillment, all personal to him. This is the time when most NDE's near-death experience takes place. It can be extremely difficult for the vampire to withdraw the dream matrix. What is the enduring grace of the living vampire? What separates them from the mundane mortal? Their sheer love of life and the self. The sincere yearning for eternity and preservation of the self. The vampire can taste the possibility of mastering the reality of all realms. Resist the dream. Matrix walk within their dream and fully awaken to the possibility of spiritual immortality of the self. Disembodied subtle entities. Disembodied or subtle entities exist entirely in the subtle reality. They are generally devoid of corporeal elements and only include their world what would involve the double. There are many examples of subtle entities, which include ghosts, human dead trapped between the first and second death, and ascended masters, undead spirits, clusters of emotions, poltergeists, servitors, ergos, parasites, an infinite combination of characters, including entities resembling what humans perceive as angels, demons, and fairies. So if you subscribe to my TikTok channel, if you subscribe on my TikTok, you'll see there are ghost tubes. When I walk in the forest, sometimes I use my ghost tube to talk to the elements there and spirits there. So if you want to see that kind of stuff, because I am talking there, and I also do other stuff there too. Or you can just see, I'll post them here too, on YouTube too, for my YouTube followers. Subtle entities. Disembodied subtle entities exist in the subtle reality. They are. Okay, we did that. Most of disembodied are harmless and simply float around seeking some sense of life force at the corporeal entity world. However, some can be also dangerous or hostile, which include malevolent spirits or parasites. The various rituals and entities working techniques can range from wars to necromancy can be used to help the entities move on. Be bonded, controlled, or banished. That's true. Some entities may not be aware of the physical world, while others can, through subtle senses, affected by manifesting through life force. Ancestors who are undead exist as self-aware and disembodied entities, as do the spirits of humans who are in between lives. Some entities will exist in highest plane of existence beyond the subtle reality, but that is the discussion about higher and more complex mysteries. The disembodied are known by many names, including the undead, ascended ancestors, whisperers, and the risen. Disembodied are commonly referred to the ancestors by the Black Veil vampires, and maintain their own struggle from their awareness being between incarnations. Ancestors are vampires who have conquered the second death and exist in disembodied subtle form without their mutation followed by physical form. The ancestors can still influence the physical world by providing inspiration, visions, and using subtle scenes that are empowered by life force. Once a vampire is awakened to the night side, they may contact the ancestors and the rites of communion. When a vampire receives a successful recalling and communion from the ancestors, they experience an increase in amplification. I'll just have here. In Roman mythology, the Strigoi view were the living vampires and the Strigoi were the undead spirits disembodied. It is said that Strigoi differ directly from their mythology concept. The wisdom of the descendant's body survives their continued consciousness of self. Our family legend states that they are the keepers of our family heritage and have achieved mastery of the secrets of mortality by preserving their consciousness between incarnations. It is possible that through history mortals have caught faint glimpses of their disembodied, and may have turned them as angels, spirits, gods, demons from the rational day side perspective. They do not exist from the night side They do not exist from the night side perspective. They are beings that have escaped from the cycles of reincarnation. Mortal religions or spiritual paths speak of ascended masters such as the Great White Brotherhood, Sacred Chiefs of the Order of Blessed Soul. The masters are included. The masters are individuals who have spiritually advanced beyond the corporeal to transcend the state of mortal minded, what's called Buddhahood, sainthood, nirvana, or enlightenment. Immortality is the ultimate goal of the vampire mysteries, and these undead answers are the result. Patrons. Disembodied ancestors who mention are known as patrons. They guide and are like spiritual godparents for a vampire, often seen as a third parent. They may appear to an unawakened or youthful vampire in dream, vision, or spiritual experiences. They may at a point in life when the awakened vampire creatures reveal themselves directly or may indirectly out of vision. This relationship can be completely intimate from a distance. The connection between a mentor and their godchild may be formalized and reinforced during communion, meditations, ritual practice, or occur instinctively without any formal connection. Over time, the patron may continue to guide the individual and keep a strong relationship with their godchild, or become distant as they mentor other godchildren. Ambrosia. Okay, my voice is kind of going, so we're going to end it right here. And we'll continue with what we're reading here and go on to chapter 2 tomorrow. So I hope you enjoyed this. And remember, if you haven't seen it, check out my YouTube channel. It's posted on my TikTok, and you can see it there too. And remember, and I'll list the book here, the book in my ring stuff there for you guys to all see it on my YouTube channel. Bye, guys. Heaven views. Likes. Zero. He's a bot. Interesting. And now let me block you. Alright. Okay.